My name is Kisha Lee. All my life I've been on a search for purpose. Once I found it, it became my mission to find others who feel that they are living their purpose in life, in hopes to encourage others to do the same. This is Purpose TV. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, my name is Lovely Alston. I am the host of Purpose TV, the web show and the podcast. We are now on season 3. I thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me for 3 seasons. Today, we are on location at Proximity Hotel, one of the most beautiful hotels in Greensboro, North Carolina. And we are about to interview the cast of Drunk Talk Live. They also have a podcast on Alston Radio, which I also own and run as well. I'm also going to be featuring them in Onyx Urban Magazine. So definitely look for that on June 1st. As of now, let's go ahead to the interview. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Lady.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are Drunk Talk Live.
Drunk Talk
You are
Live.
the cast of Drunk Talk Live.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, so I want you to go around the room first and introduce yourselves. Let's start with you, sir.
Abel Terry, also known as Gino. I am a producer, record producer. Anything dealing with music I do, that's my side, that's my portion. Singer also, a member of 3 Stacks and Smack City. So it's about 30 different.
Yeah,
I'm
all over the place.
I'm all over the place right now. Yeah. So that's what I do. That's what
Awesome.
What's up? It's Ezra Price, mostly known as EP, Mr. Debonair.
Mr. Debonair?
I'm Steve Ricardo, ladies and gentlemen, the creator of Drunk Talk Live, the owner of Cultural Resources LLC. We just like to have fun out here, as you can see. We just love life. That's all.
My name is Regimus Snyder, better known as King Regimus,
King.
and educator, and also work in mental health. Yes.
Hey, what's going on? Name is David Rainey. David, King David, you know, something biblical. So, I'm just a serial entrepreneur and investor, and just here.
I'm Tennille Faust, the lady in the sky.
Hey.
Lady in the sky.
First lady.
Actress, college professor, and manager of 3 Stacks, Smack City, 213 Elm, Candy Sugarfoot Herbin, Tony D, and comedian Lady Shamar.
Yeah.
Benjamin Hines, peace. How y'all doing? Activist, advocate for the people, also in the Navy for the time being, and personal trainer. So anything dealing with health, I'm your guy.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
We covered on all angles.
All
Yeah, we
angles,
covered on
right?
all angles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, this is for you, C. Ricardo.
Yes.
When did you decide to do Drunk Talk Live? Let the people know who don't know.
Okay.
What is Drunk Talk Live?
Drunk Talk
How
Live.
did it start?
Drunk Talk Live is actually a platform, a forum where me and my brothers and my sister, we sit together and we speak reality. We speak from a truth standpoint. We like to have opinionated opinions when it comes to Drunk Talk Live. Everybody is able to speak and say what they want to say. The viewers, and we love our viewers so very much, they give us their input often, and sometimes it may be some input that we don't want. Sometimes it's some input that we want, but collectively it all comes together. It feels good. It's a forum for grown folks to get together and explain how they feel in the society that we're living in right now. Drunk Talk was created 2017. It was just something that I was saying. I had a pretty decent audience with social media, so I was like, we all just sit around and talk, laugh, joke, drink, have a good time. And I was like, man, listen, we should just put a podcast together, have some drinks, sit at a table, entertain an audience, and just talk about life and reality. And it came together peacefully, and it came together rapidly. And ever since then, we've been building, and we're fortunate to have an amazing audience that follows us every week. We was just talking about it the other day. It's hard to believe that there's people who will sit online for 3 hours and engage in conversation with us, and we're absolutely blessed to be able to have those people sit in with us. We're blessed.
Let me tell you, a lot of times I don't get the chance to catch it at all.
Right.
Because I have to get up so early in the morning.
Right.
But when I get to watching it, I can't stop.
Right.
It's so entertaining.
Right.
I have to literally tell myself, okay, Kisha, after this topic, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm sitting up there 12:30, knowing I got to get up at 6.
Right.
And like, I'm still watching it. And I'm still interacting like, sin.
Yeah.
Oh man, nah. Responding, and it is such a good show.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So how did the cast develop? How did people start coming in to be cast members?
So actually, the base of the cast is just brothers of mine. People that we've been together, fellowship, and me and Abel go back with the music world. EP is Abel's uncle, so when he came to the city, it was just, he was family. The original cast was Anthony Delaney, Mario DJ Rio Sutton, Van, I forgot Van's last name, but he went back to Cali. And Jersey was one of the original cast. Malik Thompson was one of the original cast. But we met David at Churchill's. Big shouts out to the old Churchill's. We all clinked together, and it was just amazing. Then Brother Ben and Brother King came along later, but they sat right in where some had wavered off, and they filled the table. They brought great insight to the table. None of this happens without the lady in the sky, because she keeps us all rooted. If it wasn't for her, like, we'd be all over the place. So she puts her expertise into the play, and it all comes together. Like, it's amazing. It's just a family thing. It's a bond.
Really is.
Yeah.
Lady in the Sky.
Yes.
First of all, where did the name come from?
Well, really, we were in the first 50 viewings of the show. And I spoke up one day. I always leave the first hour to just men, just the men. And I came down one day and I said something. And Ricardo said, Lady in the Sky, listen. And it's been ever since, because you never saw me.
Yeah.
You just heard my voice.
Yeah.
So it's the Lady in the Sky. And I'm the female voice of reasoning.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
Thank God for you.
Amen.
Yes.
Bring it from a female perspective, and you step on our toes a lot too, from a female perspective. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I love the show. Okay, so let's start with Abel. Has this show been something that has brought something different in you? Have you learned from being on the show?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, just outside of the show, like, these guys are the ones I run to first. Like, if I got a problem, I run to them first. Or I call Cardo and him like, man, what? So, we'll just chop up. So when we got to the table, I was able to bring some issues that I was maybe thinking of, or something I may have seen, or something like that. And I always pretty much, whenever they speak, because I'm the youngest out of everybody, so whenever they speak, I might seem like I don't listen, but I'm listening though. I just be catching. I'll be trying to throw stuff out at them, just see what they gonna say. Just you know what I mean. So the table really.
He a thug.
I'm not a thug. Nah, but the table really like just gave me like a sense of balance. You know, being around older people, they can pick stuff out that you do wrong so fast, and they just kept helping me. You know what I mean, get things in order and. You know what I mean? Now you can't say this or stop cussing so much, you know, something like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, the table just, it's like a wide open playing field for me because there's so much information I can just be snatching from everybody. So yeah, I mean the table, that's where it go down at right there for me.
Indeed.
That's where it go down at for me.
EP, what's the experience been like for you being on Drug Talk Live?
Wow. Well, it's been a real dope experience. I like to go on. I like to be. I bring like.
Devil's advocate.
I'm definitely gonna play the devil's advocate. I'm definitely gonna play the devil's advocate, but I like to bring two different dynamics. I like to be the real playful, funny side, but when it gets serious, it gets serious. And a lot of times on the show, it really became bigger than what we thought because we were actually Lady in the Sky cracking the whip on us in a rehearsal, and he brought it to us. We were getting ready to go to the Bondale Theater. We were like, man, we behind you, and it started like immediately, like
Fast.
fast. So when he said rapidly, that's how fast it started. So the thing for me is, it's so many people that's in different professions, religions, or whatever it may be, that can't freely speak. We talk about freedom of speech a lot, but there's a lot of people who are really restricted on what they can say, and they just have to go with the norm. But on this platform, they know, hey, let me inbox you or let me call you, and we can speak on it, and you got a open forum for people all over the United States and other places that can come in and give you some perspective on whatever you're dealing with. So it's been a real dope experience. So it's really been bigger. So you have a responsibility too to these people, because there are people who need that. They don't have family. They don't have this family dynamic like we have. So they feel a part of ours. So they call in and they wait and don't let us be late.
Right.
Who's the strictest one as far as if you're late?
Lady in the Sky. Lady in the Sky.
Definitely.
All right. King.
Yes.
What has there been a moment that's been the most memorable for you? I don't know whether it was a moment or a topic that I was thinking about some of the things that you said on the show.
Exactly.
So, sorry.
That brother has his moments.
What's been your take on being on the show?
I think the most highlighted episode was we had a guest and she wanted to invite her what's the right word to say, her toys. And my brother said, "Oh, you got a little too excited." I'm like, "Nah." But she was showing us how to use certain toys for pleasurement, and sometimes I'm like, "What is that?" And and when I saw the episode, I like, "Oh, King, you was silly," but it was just silly though. So like, but yeah, that was one of the most memorable episodes, man. I thought that was really funny, and we need a part 2 of that.
we had a part 2.
We had a part 3.
We all done.
David, what has the experience been like for you on the show?
It's been pretty dope. The fact that I'm not like from here, and I got with these guys like years ago, and it's been great because that's how more people started to know me, because normally I don't just go out and speak to people like just regular.
Where are you from?
I'm from Newark, New Jersey, but I moved here from Brooklyn about almost 7 years ago. So I'm still an outsider, but I met a lot of people and from the show and also from these guys. And so it's crazy because, I'll be somewhere, we'll be at an event or something and be like, you David, right? I'll be like, yeah, I'm from the show, right? Like, yeah. So it'd be cool. That's pretty dope, overall. But yeah, it's been a blast so far. And yes, I can't wait for more episodes to come.
Lady in the Sky, have there ever been a time where a topic got you super heated that took you a minute to
Which
get
one?
over?
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Too many to count.
Oh man.
At least about twice a month.
Twice a month.
At least.
I think we set out to get those quotas.
Yeah.
We set out
50%.
to make her upset.
And that's exactly what I'd be thinking.
Yeah.
Now, did they sit around and say, what can we do to piss Lady in the Sky off today? Because I have literally gotten so mad that I've got up and walked off and didn't come back.
I mean, just to get a reaction, not to make
The
it
reaction.
bad.
We need it.
Why are y'all doing that?
We need that estrogen.
And the thing is, Lady in the Sky is a beast.
Yes, she
Right.
is.
Through and
The
through.
thing is, because you think about it, you got all these men with these big personalities, and she's coming in from the female perspective.
Right.
Sometimes she's gonna agree, but she's gonna give you the female perspective. And sometimes she's like, now let me wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
my
yeah.
turn. I'm next.
Yeah.
And her personality is just as big or bigger to be able to deal in a male-dominated environment and still hold that perspective just as equally. So yeah.
So true.
What is your experience like, from your words, being around so many strong, opinionated men?
It motivates me. It motivates me. And at the end of the day, I know where my base is. I know that when reality hits me, I know that I have a group of men who I can call on that will give me a real, legitimate, blunt answer and will help motivate me and keep me lifted and keep me where I'm supposed to be. So I look forward to it. I love each and every one of these men. I'll do anything for them. And that's why I fight for them all. And that's why I don't play when it come to my babies. You know what I'm saying? Literally. But I will cuss them out if need be.
Sometimes you look for a reason.
Serious
Sometimes you look for a reason.
Yes.
All right. Ben,
Yes.
why don't you talk in the mic?
Let's
Great
start
question.
there.
Great question.
I don't like things in my face.
Oh my God. No, seriously though. Who's the newest member?
I'm the
You're the youngest. Okay, so what's your experience been like being on the show with so many other strong personalities?
It's been a great experience. In a lot of ways, it's taught me to listen more, to dial back, to make sure that I don't take up too much time or take up space because everybody has something to say. And I've learned so much from these guys. You would never know that we really just, started or that I just joined the show because of the way that they welcomed me and brought me in. And it's funny because David has only been here 7 years, so I moved to Greensboro, I believe, in 15, and I met David in 2015. So I met the rest of the guys through David. And we were at, the first real occurrence I know was at Churchill's a bunch of times, but when we really had a great conversation, it was at the W, because I remember that was when I met Gino, and it felt like I'd known Gino from that conversation my whole life. And anytime I see Chad anywhere, he was always showing love, and just saw EP kind of crossing a few times at Churchill's, and came together like Voltron.
Gotcha. Okay, so who would be the silliest?
Which time?
EP.
It depends.
I'm definitely going with EP.
All right.
King coming in a strong
Yeah, I'm
second.
about to say-
King coming in a strong second. Strong second.
Okay, who would be the one that takes things the most serious?
All of them.
Abel.
Crazy.
Abel.
I'm had to go with that.
He'll get mad. Like if we say something that he's being serious and we try to brush it off to be funny, He'll get mad.
But on the flip side of that, we have
Walked away from time.
You walk away, right?
right. On the flip side of that, we have really become the voice of a lot of people, and the things that we talk about, it's really, really like personal.
Yeah.
It's personal.
Yeah.
So at times, it might be all of us.
Yeah.
It might be me.
Yeah.
It might be either one of these guys. But I think Geno's just passionate.
Yeah.
So he's just passionate.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
especially when we talking about something really serious or personal or something that really hits home, people might if you don't know him, you'll confuse his passion with something else.
That's so true. Totally agree.
I'm not an angry person.
No, he's just full of life, full of energy. That's it.
Right.
Okay. So, because y'all deal with so many different topics, and I want you to answer this. Has this been? Do you feel a weight of responsibility to make sure you say the right thing?
Yes.
And knowing that you're impacting people's lives and people are actually coming to you with very personal
Yes.
questions that do you feel that responsibility? Do you feel a weight there?
So you know what
say the right thing?
this is what I say every time someone sends a question. If they inbox it or call me, I tell them off the gate. The guys are gonna give it to you as real and as raw as they possibly can give it to you. So if you are the type of person who are very sensitive, then I'm not taking it to the table. If you can't handle it, I'm not taking it to the table. But yes, I do feel a sense of a big responsibility now, because we do speak about so many personal things, and everybody, like EP said earlier, don't have the option of pushing their questions out to the world and getting feedback. So when it comes to us now, I do feel like I have that responsibility, because I'm like, they want to know. And there's plenty of questions that's filled my inbox and my text messages that I don't get to, because we take such lengthy times on some of the more stronger ones.
How do you go about choosing the right ones to bring to the table?
Now, I normally wouldn't give this secret away, but I'm gonna give it away for you. I normally just choose the topics that come in the day of the show. You know, people will send topics all week long, and they'll just sit, unless it's something that I know is just gonna grab the audience. But if it's just like because I get mediocre topics all the time, and I feel like those topics we'll just be blabbing, you know, just talking. And I really like to get the topics that are gonna be the crowd grabbers.
Current affairs,
things like that, you know, especially after dark. But most of the time, I really just choose topics that I receive the day of the show. Yeah.
Okay, so now y'all are all handsome, strong black men.
Thank you.
Okay, for one, strong black woman.
Yes, indeed.
Love it. You all have businesses. You all have something to kind of bring to the community. Now, with that being said, do you guys feel, and anybody can answer this, do you guys feel when it comes to current day topics, certain things that y'all decide to talk about, of course, with everything that's happened, and you know what I mean, with Black Lives Matter, with George Floyd, the whole 9 yards, has there ever been a time where y'all said, we don't want to touch this? Or how do y'all decide which one of those current event topics that y'all want to tackle?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When we first kicked off, like the first, 100, probably like the first 100 episodes, I was pretty much like picking and choosing what I would like to comment on, because my mouth can get a little. You know, I won't. Well, I'm also the type of person that if I don't know something, I'm not going to speak on it. So I'll listen. You know what I mean? So, but in the beginning, I was picking and choosing. But then we shot All Power to the People, and I was like, well, it's pretty much
y'all hear that, but
that's over with now. So I just pretty much just cut that off. I think that's me. Sorry.
Okay. Anybody else want to?
I think ultimately what happens now is that, again, we bear such a big responsibility to the audience that we can't not use the topics that are bold, because we bear such a responsibility to the audience now. Right. So I feel like we can't. So I feel like at this point in the game, there's really no topic that we can't talk about, and whoever don't like it just won't like it. You know, that's pretty much where we at now, because the audience has reached so many people that I would hate to not speak of something that could be pivotal to somebody somewhere else in the world, just because for the sake of us trying to cover ourselves here at home, if that makes sense.
Can I add to that? On top of having fun and being able to, have this experience with the family or whatever, what really keeps me really, really grounded with all of this is that everything we talk about, whether it's current affairs, what's going on in your community, or abroad, or after dark, it's all therapeutic. It's all therapeutic.
It is.
Somebody really, really needs this.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's a lot of people who don't have a sense of family. They don't have a sense of being able to be a part of something bigger than themselves, and then, I really feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, that depression really came into our community because we were all breastfed that lie mentally and emotionally that we were by ourselves and we were alone. But in this forum, you got different people, because we don't always agree. A lot of times we don't agree, but you have genuine feelings and perspectives about what it is, and it gives you opening to really just be able to say, you know what, I heard him, I heard her, I heard him, I read the comments, because our audiences, they strong personalities too. So it gives it helps you to never be narrow-minded.
I think it's very important that people see that even as adults and strong personalities, even when we don't agree, it's still love there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We don't take it to the level of trying to demean or bash the other person to try and prove our point. We up our argument or our side, and we hear each other out, but when the topic's over, we don't walk away with it.
Right.
A lot of people can learn something from that.
He's the enforcer of we just gonna disagree and not be all right with it. He says it all the time. We're just gonna agree to disagree. That's
right.
But it makes sense, and it levels, like you said, it levels the playing field, and we go right to the next topic. With no love lost, still brotherhood.
Because if we all thought the same, the show would be boring.
Right.
Like, I agree. Yeah, I agree too.
Yeah.
But that's what I love. That's what I love, the fact that you have a room full of black men who can disagree, and at the end of the day, it's just a disagreement. It doesn't change the love, it doesn't change the camaraderie, it doesn't change the energy, it doesn't change anything. That's what I love the most, more than anything else, is to see black men coming together, talking intellectual, and not on no BS. You know what I'm saying? Because they have talked about any and everything your heart could ever imagine, and everybody has had a very, very positive comment. And that's what I love more than anything else.
I feel like the most beautiful thing about the whole thing is that even so I like to figure people's mind out. You know what I mean? Because if I do that, then I can always go back and be like, hey, they're the type of kid, when they was little, they used to, you know what I mean? Because I can figure them out real quick. But, like, I guess that's how I'm learning now. I'm learning, I have no idea. I'm learning so much from each one of these guys. But then we celebrate each other, too, in there. You know what I mean? Like, when we be shooting each other texts, like, hey, man, congratulations. When I see you, boom, 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 boom. Every last one of these guys that came to the house and sat down and listened to all the music. And they were either like, I like this, or I like this, or this dope, go with this one. You know what I mean? So everybody's pretty much like, everything is right back in the circle. And that's something I've missed in my life, but now it's just kind of like it's cooking up. So
I'm glad he said that, because the audience and the people watching don't realize that at some point in time, there's some healing that took place
Yeah.
within us, and with things that we've dealt with growing up, because there's a lot of things, especially in the black community, that we still suffering from childhood thing in adult bodies. But we would never really talk that, hey, we could talk about it. I can speak, hey, can I tell you this? Because we felt like vulnerability was a weakness. And we didn't see the strength in it. So yeah, I wanted to say that too.
Right, and with saying that, man, like the space that was created for people to come bring their traumas, their issues, talk about triggers. Like this space is very important with what you mentioned is going on.
Right.
With everything that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Right. You know, to be able to come congregate and just let it all out. So I'm grateful for the platform and for the viewers.
That's awesome. I'm gonna say last question, but I might not be telling the truth. Drunk talk after dark. Okay. First of all, it get real juicy.
It does. It does.
And I be wanting to just be like, oh my God. Do you know how many times I've started a whole comment is like, nah.
I hear that a lot.
Oh my God.
I hear that a lot.
Okay, did it always start out with an after dark?
Yes.
It did. It started out that way.
Yes.
Okay. So why'd y'all feel like that part was important?
So honestly, the idea of the after dark was we would have been at a point in the night where the drinks have taken its course, and we're all feeling good, and we're all able to talk grown folks talk. So the idea, when I brought it to the table, like, man, listen, then we're gonna do originally we were supposed to do like 30 minutes of regular talk, then 30 minutes of after dark, and of course it builded. So when we got to the place where we could really give some time to after dark, I think what happened was again, more of our lady viewers were able to really come out and speak on things that they don't have other places to speak with it.
I'm one of them.
Okay, so you know, and the after dark thing for me, I don't know about the fellas, but it's highly entertaining, but it's informational as well.
Yeah.
Super informational, because we talk about those topics that if we use it to your benefit, you know.
Because if you think about it, from world affairs, current events, and what we deal with as adults sexually, those are two real dynamics that really people got questions. Or there's a disconnect, or there's a misunderstanding.
Right.
But we can all pick each other's brains. Because like I said, the audience, male and female, oh my God, I'm telling you, their personalities are just as strong or stronger than ours. So it's a forum where we can all talk about it, get a different viewpoint, and then there's something that somebody might speak on that somebody might not have had the gall to speak on. And they were like, I was wondering about that now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, we're not by ourselves.
Right.
That bubble of feeling like you by yourself with certain topics and certain things.
A voice for the people.
A voice for the people. And you realize, hey, this is more, it's not abnormal. This is a common thing. So I think that, like, once again, it's therapeutic.
And it's a lot of things when we talk about sexually that a lot of people may not even know about or experience, or now they got in their mind they may want to experience it, because they're like, well, damn, never even heard of this, or whatever the case may be, or there's something new I can try out, or okay, I was feeling like that way with my significant other, so it's pretty cool. So it is.
And Lady Sky is really dope because we don't just give our personal experiences. It's bagged by facts. She's gonna fact check a lot of stuff behind the scenes. She's fact checking, and so when she comes on, we say, "Trust me."
I love that you actually do that. Like, okay, I need you to look this up because y'all. It shows that you're feeling that weight of responsibility to give the proper information to the crowd and to the audience that's listening. Okay.
I pride myself on that because, like, I don't want nobody to go back and say, man, they just talking.
Right.
They don't even know what they're talking about. So we pride ourselves on giving the correct information before we just spew it out to the public. We pride ourselves on that. Yes.
And like I said, most of the time I miss it at the time, but y'all know I do the podcast.
Right.
Hey,
So the
you can
next
watch it
day-
again the next day at 8 p.m. on Onyx Urban Radio.
Come on, come on.
Hey,
That's how you put a plug in there.
hey.
So I have an app or like a website that I use
Oh, wow.
to pull the audio from
Okay.
it. And I literally, while I'm working, in between calls, I'm like, oh my God. And I be wanting to respond, like, I can't respond now.
Right.
I'm late.
You can't just be like some of the other people. They respond a week later.
Right.
Super late. I was like, I ain't gonna get no response out of this. But
Right.
I mean, it really grabs you and it keeps your attention.
Thank you.
It is an amazing show.
Thank you.
I am very honored to have it on
Yes.
Onyx Urban Radio.
We're
Really.
honored to be on
Oh
Onyx
my
Urban
God.
Radio. Thank you. Thank you.
I really have one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
It's for you.
Uh-oh.
Is that a representation of how you know, you're just what you like?
Pretty much.
I like
Pretty much. Is that a wolf? Wolf right here. Is that a wolf?
Of course it is.
Oh, man, this is great. That was great.
That was hilarious.
That was great.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Nah, this was a last minute, but since there's a similarity, yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap it up because we need to get to the photo shoot portion of it. I really have more questions, but maybe we'll do a part 2.
We'd love to.
This is going to be featured not only on Onyx Urban Radio for Purpose TV. You guys are on season 3 of Purpose TV,
Yes.
so thank you for that.
Yes,
That
thank
is
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love
It's
Purpose TV.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've been fortunate to be on before, so you know, I often watch it all the time. I love Purpose TV. I love it. I love it.
So much.
I love it.
appreciate it. It's also going to be featured in the magazine, which is why we got to get to the photo shoot.
Okay.
And it is Onyx Urban Magazine.
Oh wow!
As
Congratulations.
well. So
Congrats.
I always like to really give you guys props.
Thank you.
Because not only are y'all just giving so much helpful information, and it also, y'all said again so many times in this interview, it's therapeutic.
Yes.
It really is.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It really, really is, and it's very impactful, and I feel like for a lot of people.
Yes.
So I thank you for taking the time
Our
to
pleasure.
do this and be consistent
Right.
with it. That's another thing.
Right.
Y'all, I look forward to Tuesday night.
Right.
I'll be like, Tuesday night, can I stay up long enough to do this? But I mean, oh my God, I look forward to the show every single week.
Thank you.
So thank you all.
Thank
for giving
you.
so much energy and professionalism.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially representing us as Black people.
Yes.
Y'all well represent us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Oh my
you.
God, the intelligence, the swag, the knowledge that y'all know and give. Yes. Oh, my sleep. I'm sorry. So I'm against this thing right here. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for
You're
all
welcome.
that y'all give to the table, not only to, you know, just the normal audience, but trust me, y'all are being very effective.
Wow.
I just want you to know.
Thank you.
Even for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
that. Seriously.
The last thing is, I want you all to give your contact information if anybody has any questions or anything they have for you. And I guess we'll start with you again, sir.
Abel Terry, you can look me up on Facebook as Abel L. Terry. Actually, I got about 19 pages because I've been getting hacked. yeah. No, it's Abel Terry. You can look me up on Facebook, and basically all my information is connected to my Facebook. So if you look at my bio, you click it, you can go to everything else, the music, all that. That's pretty much it with me.
Well, you can find me on Facebook at Ezra Price, Instagram lyrical_life with a Y, www.debonairluxcigars.com.
Amazing cigars.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Just one.
www.debonairsyndicate.com for everything else. You can email me at debonairsyndicate@gmail.com, and we can get it in.
Of course, all up and down social media: Facebook, C. Ricardo Briggs; Instagram, Bruiser B, BREWSAB; Cultural Resources LLC as well. Drunk Talk Live. Cultural Resources is resources made and mandated for the culture. Now, most people thought that it was a clothing brand, but it's really not a clothing brand. We're actually putting natural resources into the community. We'll be helping the homeless. We'll be helping people get back into the workforce. We'll be just doing all types of resourceful things to keep our community intact. So, legal information they may need, just different things, health and fitness they may need, different things, cigars they may need, clothing that they may need. It's full resources for our community. So Cultural Resources was never about clothing. Somebody just kept pressuring me like, bro, you got to put the brand out, which it made a lot of sense. But Cultural Resources LLC is something much bigger, and it's needed in our community. So again, follow me all up and down social media, if you will, please.
Yeah, once again, you can find me on social media. My Facebook name is King Regimus, Regimus, and my Instagram is Regimus.
You got time? Nah. Most of my stuff connect from my Facebook. I have 2 pages because I'm always in Facebook jail. So you can find me at David Rainey. That's RAINEY. And the jail page is David Jail Page. And then on Instagram it's Mr. MR _young _and _retired. So yeah.
I'm Tennille Faust. I'm on Facebook only. I'm getting into this social media thing, so that's it.
Benjamin Hines. I'm on Facebook. Also have Hines Health and Fitness on Facebook. Instagram, Pharaoh _Biggs or BGZ. And on Snapchat, I'm Pharaoh Biggs as well.
Put the snap out there, huh?
I got snap.
Put the snap right there, huh?
Yeah, we got snap.
I'm not going to introduce y'all to my Snap. Snap is a whole nother world.
Snap life is another world.
Twitter and Snap, y'all don't need to know that.
Please don't go to my Snap.
Oh yeah, Snap is in.
Yeah.
TikTok is in too. We TikTok too. So
I haven't jumped on TikTok yet.
For sure.
I got
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Not yet. You got TikTok?
Yeah, we got TikTok.
For sure.
Maybe one day.
I'm a baby with it, but I got it.
I don't have that.
We'll never get you through. You'll get it. I never get you through that.
All right, last thing. Is there anything that you want to say to the audience, and that can go for anybody?
I would love to say to the audience, thank you all so very much for almost 3 years of Drunk Talk Live. Thank you all so very much because we can't do it without you all. Like I said earlier, we have people on the feed for the entire time we're on, giving us great feedback. We absolutely love our audience. There's so many regulars that if we just started calling names just for the regulars alone, we'd be here all night. So we absolutely love the audience. Thank you all so very much for chiming in, sitting in with us. We can't do it without y'all. We absolutely love you all. Thank you. Onyx Urban Radio. We love Onyx Urban Radio as well for giving us the platform to be heard all over the world, because we have viewers in Dubai. We have viewers all over the world. So
Germany is listening.
Hard. Guam is listening hard. Like, we absolutely love you all. Thank you all so very much.
Anybody else?
Thank you for the support. Thank you for this today. I learned a little something else from the fellas getting together with this today. So some of them have some hidden skills with photography and stuff. But we definitely thank you all for all the shares, for everything that you've done, for all the topics, and please keep them coming.
Yes.
Keep the topics coming.
Please keep them coming. Yes.
I just want to say, be relentless. I thought success took a lot of different things, but it was two simple things that when it came to me, it was profound. Execution and consistency. Be relentless. Go after everything they say you can't get. Go after everything they say you can't do. Don't let people put limitations on you. So I would just say, there's nothing, and they'll tell you I say this all the time. There's nothing you can say or not say, do or not do that will affect me in my lane. Right. It's specifically designed for me to win, for me to be successful. So the only difference is somebody gonna be able to experience it up close and personal, or be on the sideline. So that's what I would like to leave with the people.
That's dope.
I would like to leave, protect your mental at all costs.
Yes.
Protect your mental.
Yes, please.
I'm good.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
One more. Can I say one more thing? Be kind to each other, men and women. Let's be kind to each other. Let's love each other. Let's be there for each other. I mean, really, seriously. Let's stop the men and women bashing. We're humans. We're souls experiencing the human experience. That's what it is.
No more colorism.
Yes.
Facts, brother.
This is very, very important to me. I'm saying it for everybody else, but I'm saying it to me too. To not let another generation die in your family without setting them up for the next generation.
Wow.
It's the main thing. That's what I'm on right now. I don't like when I go. They got to be straight. That's all I'm worried about right now. Him, my people's kids. I want that type of thing. So that's
big on leaving a legacy.
Leave a legacy.
Generational wealth.
But while you're alive, if you mess up a bag, you can get it back and win.
5 hours.
Get it right back.
5 hours.
5 hours.
Okay.
We love y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that interview. That was C. Ricardo, Abel, EP, David, King Regiment, and Ben. Of course, we had Lady in the Sky. Again, stay tuned for their spread and feature in Onyx Urban Magazine. And thank you so much for tuning in to Onyx Urban Radio. This is, again, Purpose TV, the podcast. And we also have the web show. Thank you for sticking in there with us. See you later. Also, remember to discover, accept, and live your purpose in life. Goodbye, guys.
This is an Onyx Urban Media Group production.